Hello, and welcome to the Slumber Vault. I'm so glad you have chosen to join me tonight, to step away from the noise and the rush of the world and to find a moment of perfect stillness. Tonight, our journey takes us to the very top of the world, deep within the Arctic Circle. It is a place where the winter night lasts for weeks and the cold is a formidable force. But you will not be cold. Tonight, you are going to be safer than you have ever been, tucked away inside a marvel of engineering, a warm, glowing sanctuary amidst the ice. So take a moment to settle into your own bed, adjust your pillows, pull the covers up to your chin, let your eyes close, and let's travel together to the quiet white expanse of the north. Our story begins in silence. You are standing at the highest point of Station 7, inside the observation dome. It is a bubble of reinforced glass, perched like a crown atop the station, offering a 360-degree view of the polar world. It is the season of the polar night. The sun has not risen for many days, and it will not rise for many more. The world outside is painted in shades of deep indigo, charcoal, and absolute white. You press your hand gently against the thick, multi-layered glass. It feels cool, but not cold. Beneath your palm, you can feel the faintest vibration, the storm raging on the other side. Outside, the wind is howling at 80 miles per hour. It is a chaotic, swirling blizzard, a white ocean of snow moving horizontally across the landscape. If you were out there, the wind would steal your breath. But in here, inside the dome, it is just a silent movie. You watch the snow whip past the glass in mesmerizing streaks, like stars engaging in hyperdrive. The violence of the weather only emphasizes the peace of your sanctuary. You are the night watchman, the keeper of this warm flame in the ice, and you have never felt more secure. Shift your gaze upward now. Above the churning white clouds of the blizzard, the sky is clear and endless, and the lights are dancing. The Aurora Borealis. Great, shimmering curtains of light hang suspended in the heavens. They are a vivid, electric emerald green, bleeding into edges of soft violet and deep magenta. They move with a slow, liquid grace, rippling like heavy silk disturbed by a slow-motion breeze. They do not flicker, they flow. It is a silent symphony of light playing out over the frozen earth. You watch a ribbon of green light detach itself and drift lazily across the stars, twisting and turning, illuminating the snow-blind world below with a ghostly, magical glow. It is beautiful, it is ancient, and it is entirely yours to witness. You stay there for a long time, simply breathing in and out, watching the chaos below and the majesty above. But now, it is time to retreat further inside. It is time to descend into the heart of the station. You step back from the glass, your heavy boots making no sound on the rubberized floor. You approach the heavy blast door that separates the dome from the rest of the facility. This is the airlock, the transition between the view of the wild and the comfort of the home. You press a large illuminated button on the wall. There is a deep mechanical groan, a sound of heavy steel gears engaging. Thunk. The door slides open. You step into the small cylindrical chamber of the airlock. The lighting here is different. A soft, warm amber designed to be gentle on tired eyes. You press the button to close the door behind you. Listen closely. Clank. The heavy steel door seals shut with a reassuring finality. It locks into place with solid iron bolts. Then, the sound of the pressurization system kicks in. Hiss. It is a gentle rush of air, like a long, slow exhale. The pressure equalizes, and then silence. The faint vibration of the storm against the glass is gone. The visual chaos of the blizzard is gone. Here in the corridor, the silence is thick and heavy, like a warm blanket. You are safe. You are sealed in. You reach up to the collar of your heavy thermal parka. It is thick, orange, and lined with goose down. Overkill for the interior of the station, but you wore it for the feeling of weight. You find the zipper. Zip. The sound is crisp and loud in the quiet hallway. You peel the heavy coat off your shoulders. Underneath, the air of the station washes over you. It is perfectly heated to 72 degrees. It is dry, clean, and still. You hang the heavy parka on its hook, where it sways slightly before coming to a rest. You unlace your heavy boots, setting them aside, and slip your feet into soft, wool-lined slippers. The transition is complete. You have left the wild observation post, and now you are ready to walk the quiet, humming corridors of the station's heart. Shift your gaze upward now. Above the churning white clouds of the blizzard, the sky is clear and endless. And the lights are dancing, the Aurora Borealis. Great, shimmering curtains of light hang suspended in the heavens. They are a vivid, electric emerald green, bleeding into edges of soft violet and deep magenta. They move with a slow, liquid grace, rippling like heavy silk disturbed by a slow-motion breeze. They do not flicker, they flow. It is a silent symphony of light, playing out over the frozen earth. You watch a ribbon of green light detach itself and drift lazily across the stars, twisting and turning, illuminating the snow-blind world below with a ghostly, magical glow. It is beautiful, it is ancient, and it is entirely yours to witness. You stay there for a long time, simply breathing, in and out, watching the chaos below and the majesty above. But now it is time to retreat further inside. It is time to descend into the heart of the station. You step back from the glass, your heavy boots making no sound on the rubberized floor. You approach the heavy blast door that separates the dome from the rest of the facility. This is the airlock, the transition between the view of the wild and the comfort of the home. You press a large illuminated button on the wall. There is a deep mechanical groan, a sound of heavy steel gears engaging. Thunk. The door slides open. You step into the small cylindrical chamber of the airlock. The lighting here is different, a soft, warm amber designed to be gentle on tired eyes. You press the button to close the door behind you. You pass the heavy glass doors of the server room. Inside, rows of tall black monolithic towers stand like sentinels. They are bathed in a cool blue light. You stop for a moment just to watch them. Tiny lights flicker on the face of each server. Amber, blue, amber, blue. They blink in a chaotic yet rhythmic pattern, processing data from the ice, recording the wind speed, measuring the magnetic fields of the aurora above. You can feel the warmth radiating through the glass. The machines are thinking, working, keeping the station alive while you prepare to sleep. You continue your walk, letting the low thrum of the engines hypnotize you. Hum. It vibrates gently up through the soles of your soft slippers, relaxing the muscles in your calves, your thighs, your lower back. It is a steady, unshakable anchor in the storm. At the end of the long white corridor, you reach the control room. The door slides open with a whisper of air. Whoosh. You step inside. The lights here are dimmed low, set to night mode to preserve your circadian rhythm. The room is a cavern of soft shadows, illuminated only by the gentle glow of the monitor banks. This is your task, your nightly ritual. You are the night watchman, but there are no monsters to fight, no emergencies to handle. There is only the routine, the check, the reassurance. You sit down in the captain's chair. It is made of worn, soft leather that sighs as you settle into it. It swivels smoothly, turning you to face the main console. Before you lies a panorama of screens. Hundreds of tiny LED indicators are glowing, and they are all green. A sea of calm, steady green lights. No flashing red, no urgent yellow, just the peaceful color of safety. You reach out to the keyboard. It is an old-fashioned mechanical build, chosen for the tactile feel. Your fingers hover over the keys, and then you begin to type your log entry. Click, clack, click, clack. The sound is crisp and satisfying in the quiet room. Click, clack. You bring up the status report. The screen refreshes, scrolling text cascading down like digital rain. You read the numbers, letting their precision soothe you. External temperature, the screen reads, -42 degrees Fahrenheit. You shiver involuntarily just thinking about that number. That is a cold that freezes breath instantly. But then you look at the next line. Internal temperature, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. A difference of over 100 degrees separated by just a few feet of wall. You are in a tropical bubble. You tap a few more keys. Click, click. Hull integrity, 100%. Oxygen levels, optimal. Power reserves, 99%. Every number is a promise. Every green light is a lullaby. The station is strong. The station is impenetrable. The storm outside can rage and scream all it wants. It cannot get in. You sit back in the leather chair, watching the screens for a moment longer. The blinking lights mesmerize you. Green, green, green. Your eyelids feel heavy. The rhythmic hum of the room seems to deepen. Hum. You have done your duty. The ship is steady. The crew is safe. The night is yours. You stand up slowly, stretching your arms overhead. Your joints pop softly. You are done here. It is time to leave the logic of the control room and find the softness of sleep. You leave the control room, the door sliding shut behind you with a soft hush. You are heading towards your quarters now. But there is one final stop on your journey, one last sensory treat before you sleep. You approach a pair of transparent glass doors that are slightly misted with condensation. You wave your hand over the sensor and the doors part. You step inside, and instantly the world changes. You have entered the hydroponic garden. The light here is different from anywhere else in the station. It is not the bright white of the corridors, nor the green glow of the computers. It is a soft twilight purple, a combination of red and blue grow lights designed to nourish the plants. It bathes everything in a dreamlike, magical violet hue. But it is the air that hits you first. It is thick, warm, and wonderfully humid. After the dry, recycled air of the control deck, this moisture feels like a balm to your skin. You walk slowly down the central path, surrounded on both sides by tiered racks of lush, verdant green. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe in and out. Can you smell it? It smells of damp, rich black earth. It smells of crushed basil leaves, peppermint, and the distinct, sharp, sweet scent of tomato vines. It is the smell of life. It is the smell of August, trapped here in a glass bottle in the middle of the eternal winter. You reach out and gently brush your fingertips against the leaves of a fern. They are cool and waxy. A single drop of water falls from a leaf and lands on your hand. Plip. You rub the water into your skin. Here, surrounded by this manufactured summer, the freezing blizzard outside feels like a distant memory, a story told about another planet. You take one last deep breath, filling your lungs with the oxygen-rich air, grounding yourself in the smell of the soil. You feel calm. You feel nourished. You walk through the far doors of the garden, leaving the purple twilight behind, and enter the residential wing. You arrive at your personal door, Cabin 04. You place your thumb on the lock. Beep. The door unlocks. You step inside. Your cabin is small by design. It is a cozy, compact space, lined with soundproofing panels covered in soft gray fabric. It feels like a cocoon, a nest. There is no excess space here, only exactly what you need for rest. On the wall, a digital clock glows dimly. It is late. The station is sleeping, and now so must you. You move to the sleeping bunk. It is built directly into the wall, a futuristic capsule of comfort. You climb in. The mattress is thick memory foam. As you lay down, it accepts your weight instantly, contouring to the shape of your shoulders, your hips, your legs. You feel as though you are floating, suspended in soft foam. You reach down and pull up the duvet. It is heavy, a weighted blanket designed for deep pressure therapy. You pull it all the way up to your chin. The weight of it settles over you, pressing you gently down into the mattress. It feels like a firm, reassuring hug. You wiggle your toes against the cool, crisp sheets, feeling them slowly warm up from your body heat. You reach out a hand to the control panel by your pillow. You tap the lighting control. The overhead lights fade away completely. Now, the only light comes from a small strip of amber LEDs along the floor. It casts a warm, golden glow, like the embers of a dying fire. You are tucked in. You are warm. The door is locked. The air is sweet. The station is holding you. Now, lying in the stillness of your cabin, you turn your attention one last time to the world outside. Through the thick layers of the station's hull, through the insulation and the titanium plating, you can hear the storm. But it has changed. It is no longer a howl or a scream. It has been softened, muffled by the walls that protect you. Now it sounds like a deep, distant ocean roar. It is a low, rolling vibration that wraps around the station like a heavy blanket. There is something profoundly peaceful about hearing the wind rage while you are so perfectly warm. You realize that you are a tiny, glowing ember in the midst of a vast, frozen night. You are the only warm, living thing for hundreds of miles in any direction. And instead of feeling lonely, you feel held. You feel hidden. The snow is tucking you in, burying the station in layers of silence, keeping the rest of the world far, far away. You let your head sink deeper into the pillow. Your body feels heavy, as if gravity has gently increased, pulling you down into the soft embrace of the mattress. Your legs are heavy. Your arms are heavy. Your eyelids are so heavy, they simply will not open again. Listen to the hum of the station one last time. Hum. It is the heartbeat of your sanctuary, slow, steady, unending. I want you to sync your breathing with that slow, rhythmic pulse. Breathe in, drawing the warmth into your chest, and breathe out, letting go of the day. Breathe in, feeling the safety of the walls around you, and breathe out, releasing the last bit of tension from your shoulders. Hum. Hum. You are drifting now. You are floating in the amber darkness. The storm outside is your lullaby, singing you to sleep with its ancient song. The cold cannot touch you here. The world cannot find you here. You are in a state of hibernation, safe, warm, and deeply at rest. Let the darkness wash over you. Let the hum carry you away. Deep sleep, deep peace. Good night.